Okay, today I'm doing one final flight test on Charles McGibney's X350 Pro with the mini Pixhawk. I made a few changes between the last test and this test. I added some foam inside of the case to stop air from rushing across the flight controller. I also had to do some work on the barometer. I was having barometer issues with it bouncing around. I'm sorry, not the barometer. I was having issues with the telemetry and OSD working correctly. I was able to get those situations taken care of. It sure is smooth. It's hovering at 19%. We definitely want to adjust hover, but it's probably going to get better whenever we go add the camera and gimbal on it. Very fast. By far, the 3-blade props are the best props to fly on this. I've tested, I don't know, I've probably tested at least 5 or 10 different types of props on this. With the powertrain mod, by far, the Hobby King props are the best props. All you guys out there buying props and trying props, I've already tested. I'm telling you, I've tested them all. Even the very expensive Grobner props. And by far, these cheap 3-blade plastic Hobby King props are the best. Second up are the direct spin-on, self-tightening, DJI style 3-blade carbon fiber props that I tested. Those flew about as good as this, but they're not good in high wind situations. That's loiter. Now the reason why it dropped is because I kicked loiter in while it was down here anyway. So let's move it. You see how well it goes back to its position? Very well. It overshot the position and even came and corrected itself. So that's awesome. That's just great. Now I just threw a set of brand new props on here to test them. They're not balanced. I feel some vibration in there. But what's awesome is the vibration is not making it to the flight controller. Now let's do some testing with return to launch and see if it'll come and land without bouncing around. Now if it bounces around, it's going to be hard to fix it. It's not going to be an easy fix. It's going to probably involve a few things, but let's see what happens. Now I made another adjustment in the params on land speed. I set land speed at 30 instead of 50 centimeters a second, which should, they say, help the problem. Yep, it gets down and hovers a little bit, but now it's not hitting the ground and bouncing all over the place. That's much better. No matter what, I don't let it finish landing and return to land anyway. I always, when it gets about 10 or 15 feet off the ground, I flip it into manual mode, stabilize, and land it manually. Pretty much right now, that's pretty normal right there, the way that reacted. So I'm happy with that. Let's fly it again. One thing I like is while flipping flight modes, your reset and security button will beep. So when you hit it, you hear a beep on the unit. It's not real loud. One reason why it's dropping down a lot is because throttle mid is way off. It's hovering at 19%. So whenever you go into loiter and you're at 19%, it's going to start dropping. It needs to be at 50%. And when I'm at 50% and I go into stabilize, it immediately shoots up. So once there's weight added to it and we adjust the throttle mid, that issue will be fixed. Now I do have it in loiter right now. I wanted to try position hold and fly around in it with that. Later on I'll do that without the video. But it flies extremely well and extremely smooth, and it's extremely fast, especially without any weight on it. And that'll do it. I'm gonna go ahead and land it. This is another completed job. Thanks for watching.